You know what's taking place next year? Do you know what's taking place next year in America? Does anybody know what's taking place next year in America? The US elections is taking place. Now, I want you to think, in the past elections, there was a pandemic. Because of that, people had to vote in a different system of voting. It was not going there and doing your vote, it was a different way of voting. So if the pandemic comes again, then there's a way in which you can control the voting. Now I tell you, whoever wins, whether Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter who's winning. There's going to be a civil war. I'm going to prove it to you. It says here, now before I even show you that, I want you to just look at the history of what's taking place up to 2024. From the year 2000, the elections from 2000 going forward in United States of America, I want you to see what has been inserted in the minds of the people from 2000, the year 2000.
We start with the 2000 election, where Democrats claimed it was Gore, not Bush, who won, and that the Republicans and their Supreme Court stole the election.
Bush versus Gore. A court took away a presidency.
If Al Gore won that election, I think he won it anyway.
No doubt in my mind.
There was an election between Gore and Bush, and who won the presidency? Bush. But back then they were saying, Bush did not rightfully win. The election was stolen away from Gore. He is the right winner. I wonder if we heard that in the previous election. The one that has just finished between Trump and Joe Biden. Did Trump say the election was stolen from him? Did his supporters go to the Capitol and protest the new president?
That Al Gore was elected president.
Speaking to a Democratic group in Chicago Tuesday, he made it clear he thinks Al Gore was the winner.
By the time it was over, our candidate had won the popular vote, and the only way they could win the election was to stop the voting in Florida.
Democrat members of Congress also refused to participate in the official certification of the election.
I rise to object to the fraudulent 25 Florida electoral votes.
I must object because of the overwhelming evidence of official misconduct, deliberate fraud.
It is signed by myself on behalf of my diverse constituents and the millions of Americans who have been disenfranchised by Florida's inaccurate vote count.
In 2004, the Republicans won again. And once again, the Democrats claimed the election was stolen.
We could not declare that the election of November 2nd, 2004 was free and clear and transparent and real. There must be independent testing of the voting machines used in Ohio.
There were numerous irregularities in Ohio, including large percentages of rejections of provisional balloting, problems with voting machines.
I'm not confident that the election in Ohio was fairly decided. We know that there was substantial voter suppression, and the machines were not reliable.
Among the Democrats who claimed the 2004 election was stolen was Democrat nominee John Kerry and his wife, Teresa Hines.
I arranged to meet Senator Kerry at a fundraiser.
You can see it has been building up, that every election, whether Democrat, Republican wins, they say the election was stolen. Now, I want you to see this. So it says here that Biden adamant to begin encouraging Americans to take the new pestilence shot this fall. So they're saying that highly probability that the pestilence is rising up again in America. Then it says September 4, 2023, First Lady tests positive for the pestilence, but President does not. So they're saying that Mr. Biden's wife has the virus, tested positive. Again, it says here, Biden admin preparing to bring back full, not partial, full pestilence restrictions. He has everything you need to know about the Eris variant. So this is the new variant that has sprung up in America. Very interesting, it's just in America. Again, it says Biden administration eyes mid-September for new pestilence 19 booster shot rollout. So obviously there's a hype now that this thing is returning because the elections is coming. Now, I want you to listen to what Trump had to say about this.
Left-wing lunatics are trying very hard to bring back COVID lockdowns and mandates with all of their sudden fear-mongering about the new variants that are coming. Gee whiz, you know what else is coming? An election. They want to restart the COVID hysteria so they can justify more lockdowns, more censorship, more illegal drop boxes, more mail-in ballots, and trillions of dollars in payoffs to their political allies heading into the 2024 election. Does that sound familiar? These are bad people. These are sick people we're dealing with. But to every COVID tyrant who wants to take away our freedom, hear these words: we will not comply. So don't even think about it. We will not shut down our schools. We will not accept your lockdowns. We will not abide by your mask mandates. And we will not tolerate your vaccine mandates. They rigged the 2020 election, and now they're trying to do the same thing all over again by rigging the most important election in the history of our country, the 2024 election.
Did you hear that? So can you see that already Republicans in their minds now, and Democrats, that no matter who wins, can you see what's in their minds? That the election has been what? It has been rigged. So do you think any party, if they lose, are going to take it sitting down? That's why the analysts are telling us generals warn of a divided military and possible civil war in the next U.S. coup attempt. Now they're actually talking about the next elections. Can you see here? It says 3 retired U.S. generals warned in a chilling column Friday that another coup attempt in America in 2024 could divide the military and plunge an unprepared nation into what? A civil war. Again, retired U.S. generals warn of insurrection or civil war in 2024 if rogue military units pledge loyalty to a campaign loser. So what they're saying is that the elections of 2024, based upon as they're looking at it, they're saying that it's going to lead to a civil war. Exactly what Inspiration says, that a civil war must come. She says in the cities of America. She mentions in volume 5, Manuscript releases 305. She says in the cities of America, a civil war will take place. Then comes the time of trouble such as never was. Again, some in the GOP parrot far-right talk of a coming civil war. So it's very clear, the minds are prepared, whether Democrats, whether Republican, that in the next elections, both of them are not accepting it. It's going to result in a conflict inside of America. And the experts are saying 2024 is the time. Ellen White says, indeed, civil war, and then she says, comes the time of trouble.